This is a video I've been wanting to make for a long time because I've been feeling it for a long time, and I know for certain at least a few of you guys out there have felt this very same way. Does it feel like 24 hours, what we call 24 hours now, is no longer equivalent to 24 hours? Like I said, I wanted to make this for a minute, but I had no way of showing it. I could only say, hey guys, do you feel like I do? You know what I mean? Do you feel like time is speeding up? Now, one of the things I used to say often about, you know, a third of the day, a third of the nights and seasons and everything being taken away, because surely no flesh would survive. I know I didn't say that right, so someone please leave it correctly in the comments. I'm paraphrasing it, getting the point across that a third of basically everything is taken away, including the stars. They fall out of the sky in these end times. Well, there's no more saying, hey, we're in the end times. Now it's a fact. We just know it. I mean, guys, there's no denying it, right? Right? I mean, this is the most uncertain, most fragile feeling everything has ever felt in my entire life. And I don't mean by my personal standards. I just mean like what I'm seeing. Everything in the world, obviously. We're there, guys. And there's no need to convince anybody anymore. Even the non-conspiracy theorists are like, dude, they're spraying the sky. We are aware. So, with all that said, I'm really having a bad day. I got to go to the dentist. But with that time speeding up thing, I'm telling you, this time is just flying by. I feel like I got to leave already to go back to the dentist. And I haven't even gotten back home yet. So, yeah, time is definitely speeding up, guys. And I have a few videos I'm going to show you because one's an experiment, and it kind of, in a sense, I mean, you got to take the guy's word for it, but I'm willing to try it, and I think I'm going to. It's definitely starting to seem like it's proving time is definitely slipping by quicker.
Did you know that in recent years there has been more and more talk of time speeding up? You've probably noticed it yourself. The acceleration started around 1980. Scientists are noticing that time is passing faster. People have less time to do things than they used to, and scientists are already putting numbers on it. A modern day is equivalent to 18 hours, not 24. People now in their 40s look like people in their 30s used to look. For example, monks in a monastery on the holy island of Mount Athos noticed this because they didn't have enough time to pray. For centuries, they have been reading the same prayer book, and now they don't have time to read it in a day. And in Tibet, there is a monastery in which every day at the same time monks burn candles that should burn exactly 24 hours. The technology of production of these candles do not change for hundreds of years. So, since some time, the monks have noticed that the candle does not have time to burn out in 24 hours. And the most frightening thing is that every year, time begins to fly faster and faster.
Tempus fugit, if you will. And somebody out there is going to be like, huh? Yeah, tempus fugit. That is Latin. That means time waits for no man. And what's really weird, fun fact, guys, I've always said that. I know of quite a few Latin phrases, and I used to live above a Latin professor at Ohio Wesleyan University. Okay, and I would ask him if it was true, if that's the actual way to pronounce things. Point is, tempus fugit is right. That's the Latin. Time waits for no man. You know, novus otis seclorum. You know, ordo ab chaos, order out of chaos. Yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. I used to say that, tempus fugit, all the time, and it seems like every time I've witnessed some sort of paranormal type experience, and I mean it, I'm not kidding, clocks are jumping off the walls, like, and hitting me. And it's like a weird little inside joke with the spiritual realm, like, hey, we hear you, and you're right. Time waits for no man. And it's like they're telling me or something, and the clock hits me. It's happened 2 times at one of my old jobs. And then one of these houses I was at, clock jumped off the wall, exploded. Time is speeding up. And these experiments definitely prove it. You know, I found this video and it's talking about monks and how they burn the same 24-hour burning candles, but now they don't have enough time to burn the candles in a 24-hour span. They've done this for centuries, guys, and now the candle doesn't burn all the way, okay? The problem with that is, it's been the same manufacturing methods for years. Years and years and years. I mean, centuries, years, guys. Tibetan monks, okay? There's another monastery. They read from a prayer book. It's taken them 24 hours. It's a full 24-hour prayer book, okay? They've done it for centuries. Now, these monks don't have enough time to read these prayers or to chant these prayers. What is happening? Well, it's obvious. We've now entered the end times, and time is slipping by much quicker than it once did. You know, it's often said like it moves slower out here in the country. Like if you look around, it moves a little slower out here. Guys, even out here, I've lived out here my whole life, on and off, you know. It's all moving quicker, and there's no doubt about it. I know you can feel it. Don't lie to yourself. You don't have as much time. 24 hours now is equivalent to an 18-hour time span back in the day. How long ago? I can't tell you. We are inside the time that is being manipulated or affected. Okay, I don't want to say manipulated because that insinuates that I'm putting a negative spin on it, and it would be God doing it, and that's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is it's being changed, okay? The time that we live within is being changed. So would you really be able to feel or prove it? I mean, because you're within this construct, this box, you're within that construct, and it affects you directly. So could we actually feel it? I don't know. Could we actually prove it? I don't know. Could we show it? We obviously feel it. There's no doubt about it. Please leave a comment. Tell me how you guys feel, because I know some of you can feel it. It's like we are living 18-hour time cycles. That's a day. Like now, it's now equivalent to that's the 24 hours now. 18. Now, there's a way to look at this that I've been thinking about for a long time. If there's 24 hours in a day, and it says God takes away a third of the days, a third of the nights, a third of the stars, I think it's seasons or years. I can't remember which one it says, because it says seasons in the Bible a lot. If he does that, the equivalent to a third by a 24-hour standard would be 8 hours. If we're missing 6 already, we don't have much further to go. And I'm saying this as deathly and deadly serious as I can, and it's to even tell myself it's time to get serious. Yeah, you too, Phil James, because we can all do better.
Well, folks, it's time for a social experiment here. Watch this. I've had this phone on airplane mode since November 2023, and the date it says here is April 7th, 2024. So according to this phone, only a few months have gone by, whereas here a whole year has gone by on network time. Look at this. Raises the question. This is December 22nd. Today is December 22nd, 2024, but this watch is only, this clock here, which is on its own network time, has been on airplane mode for the same amount of time, right? A year and change, but the last messages sent were in November, which means I must have turned it off mid-November 2023. And there's a huge time discrepancy. There's at least an 8-month time difference here, a lag on phones that are kept on airplane mode. So the internal clock, what it tells us is the internal clock is running much slower than network time. And the question we should be asking ourselves is, why is that? What's the real time here? Are we supposed to be trusting network time? Is it really linked up to how the planet is moving, revolving around the sun? Or is it something different? Anyways, some questions to ask for us. Again, I've kept this phone off since November 2023. I kept it on airplane mode. Kept it turned on, but on airplane mode, versus this one, which is live, December 22nd, 2024. And there's at least an 8-month gap there in the time. This clock running much, much slower. I guess the next video would be to calculate how big of a difference is the rate of time. All right, that's about it.
And don't forget, like I told you, Tempest Fugget. It waits for no one.